Jim Bob evolved into a serious religion, and we eventually went to your house. So Jim Bob was a religion. It was, oh my God, what happened to your beard, Toezy?
Oh, yeah, no, it's,
Must have been Jim Bob.
Hans came by and he filled it up.
Oh, Hans, what a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we keep him here in the basement too. So
yeah, I know it's.
Most might guess
are those
when
chains
they
necessary?
Chains are part of the problem. When you sign up and it's in the clause before you get on the show, I have everybody sign it. You can't leave. I mean, I'm just protecting you. The corona's out there still. It's spiking. If you guys didn't know, it's not over yet. We end up taking it to the next level. We built an actual shrine at your house.
Well, the shrine started because we were like doing an excavation because I grew up where in the same house that my mom grew up, and they said that they buried a time capsule.
Yes.
So like we went out with shovels and pickaxes and everything, and we just we think it's here, and we just started digging.
And we
made a big hole, like a hole from holes.
Did you find? I forgot. Did we find the time capsule?
No, we never found it.
Oh,
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was like, you know, in the movie Holes, where they're like digging holes to find something that might not even exist, and we were just digging holes the whole time, and we made this hole, and then we just had this hole. It was like this big.
There's a hole.
It was this big excavation site, and you know, we had nothing to do with it.
The hole was like, well, it was probably like 6 or 7 feet, right? It had to be.
Yeah, like 6 feet wide, five.
Only 5 feet. Yeah, straight down. But then, yeah, it was a certain, you know, you could get into this hole, and we weren't very tall at that age, so we started putting, not that I'm tall now, but we dug little like crevices out and put candles all around the hole too.
Mm-hmm. And little like tokens or weird.
Yeah, the little circle candles. I think we more just did it because we thought it was funny, I hope. Or
I guess. I mean, we were just like taught all this stuff in school of like all these weird little traditions that we would do for, I mean, God. And we're like, hey, we got to give this Jim Bob a shot. You know.
Well, it's like the shrine. If you ever gone to church, or at least like a Catholic church, mass. They have like these little side areas to pray and like their little shrines almost. And you have a statue there and then a bunch of candles. So I think that's like maybe where we got our inspiration. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just a hole in the ground that we put candles in.
And we went there to worship Jim Bob, this trucker who we met on walkie-talkies.
And that we almost met up at a McDonald's and probably would have been killed. And
it sounds weirder telling a story about Jim Bob, but it was a very, mutual relationship.
I wonder where he is now.
He's probably driving up and down I-5, maybe about 50 miles north of Buttonwillow right now.
He's probably I like to think that he's a nice road trucker now. Like he's on that show.
Oh, you think he just kept going north? And
yeah.
Probably. I mean, he's been trucking for, what is that now, 20 years? We were probably 10,
20
11,
years.
so 20 years trucking. That's a lot of McNuggets on the road.
Keep on trucking, Jim Bob.
Keep on trucking, Jim Bob.
We're right there with you. Or he's dead.
You know who was good at fooling people it was your brother. He was like the
prank calls.
King of prank calls. I remember this one he did where he called somebody and like threw his voice to sound like a really old lady. And he was like, I can't do the voice, but he's like, and this is Susan from B&B Quilt Company. I'm just calling to confirm your order of 200 handmade quilts.
And this is back, like I said, this is part of the days of when we, lived, you'd be home. Maybe this might have been like, summer break and you had nothing else to do other than go through the Yellow Pages when you used to actually use Yellow Pages and call random numbers.
Yeah, we just called random ones we found there, and like he would get these people and like he really sounded like an old lady and like just wasn't understanding the other person, and she's like, they would say, I don't know, ma'am. I don't know. Like, I don't think I ordered this. You must have the wrong number. She says, so you would like delivery? And they were like freaking out because they felt like there was this sweet old lady that was like making them all these quilts. And she's like, I've been working for 6 weeks for this. And they're like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I think you have the wrong number.
Well, one of the craziest, that was a good one, but one of the craziest ones I remember, and I think Reese did it, my brother, or I always get mixed up, but I don't know if it was me or it was Reese doing it, but it was the Carl one.
Oh,
was that Reese?
Carl, how the hell are you?
Was that Reese who did that?
Reese.
So Reese, we called another number, and he just the guy picks up and he's like, hello, and Reese is like, Carl, how the hell are you? And the guy's like, oh, and like somehow, well, I guess their name was in the Yellow Pages,
right? Yeah, we had his name.
We had his name. His name was Carl, and the guy's like, oh, is this like, I don't know, he thought...
Your brother's like, it's JoJo, your old high school buddy.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just my brother made up the name. That's what it was. And then the guy's like, "Oh, how the hell are you?"
And then your brother kept talking about like stuff, just like, yeah, I remember when we drank those beers out in the Mustang down by the river. And
the guy was like verbatim, like, yeah, he was agreeing with everything my brother was saying.
And then your brother's stories just kept getting crazier and crazier. It's like, then remember when? And just like making up absurd situations that happen.
I mean, that guy probably made that guy's day, and for all we know, that guy's, I mean, he sounded pretty old.
Yeah, he said,
I mean, his friend might already be passed away by then. But hey, I mean, it probably made the guy's day.
Oh yeah.
We both have like some crazy dreams. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Are you a big dreamer? Because I talked about this in the beginning.
Okay, so I've been like just writing down my dreams the past couple of weeks. Cause like during like when quarantine started, I felt like my dreams got really crazy, and I think it was just like all related to how like everything was getting changed in your life, and you were sleeping a little bit different, and my dreams got really wild. So I started writing them down when I woke up.
That's
and
smart.
I just have had these like really crazy dreams, and you write them down, and then you forget what happens in them.
Immediately. Unless you write it down.
And I'll go like a few weeks later and like read it, and I'll just like, it'll be like having this dream again. And like, they're really hard to explain. It's like, yeah,
they always are.
Weird, like I'm in this weird house in the South and all this thing, and there's like, I'm like pursuing this girl, and there's like her dad really hates me, and then like I'm in a fruit stand, and
well, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Have you had any crazy dreams lately?
I have dreams almost every night, whether they're good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
I have some pretty fucked up ones, but the one that like sticks out, it's a better story to tell, is just when I was younger, because it kept on reoccurring. I probably told you this story before, but for people that don't know, if you had a reoccurring dream, you know what I'm talking about. But it was, I'd be stuck in this town. I'd wake up in this town, and like it would almost be like an old western, but it looked like the town I grew up in. Like it was put together. It wasn't like, you know, tumbleweeds rolling around. But you'd wake up and there was just like no one around, and I'd be super confused. It's not that it was like scary or anything. I was just like wondering where everybody was. I vividly remember like a billboard like for like some like toothpaste or something, which is really random. But then I start going down. I'm like, so I go to like my neighbors because I feel like I recognize the town, and they're not letting me in. And I think like I even go to like my own house, and like my brother's there, and he's like, no, you can't come in, like something's coming. And like that's when it starts to get really scary. And so I keep going door to door, and everybody's like shutting their windows and the blinds. And eventually I'm just like, I'm fucked, I'm gonna die. I don't like what's coming. And I would just like sit into a ball, and I'd feel this shadow come over me, and then I'd wake up. Like it just swallowed me up. And I'd be, I don't know, I guess I died. And that would be literally for like 2 weeks straight, I had this dream. And I'd wake up so afraid to go back to sleep.
That's crazy, because I never have dreams that reoccur.
But I wonder if it's more of when you're younger that you have those style of dreams, which I think it is. And I thought the solution, I finally told somebody, like I told my mom, because they were over and over again. I was freaking out. And I think as soon as I told her, they went away.
Oh, really? When it entered the real world?
When I found that out, you better believe every time I had a bad dream, I was going to fucking tell somebody. Because I did not want to have the dream again.
But you said it was fairly common for you to wake up and not be able to move too, right?
Oh, yeah, sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I've never had that either.
That's a real thing. Yeah, you're lucky, because it doesn't happen to me very often. I think I had it more too, but that's something I've had throughout my life. Like I can still have it till this day, but it's less common. Sleep paralysis in general is when you're trying to wake up, but you can't. And you can't move your body.
But are you awake at that point?
Yeah, you're I want to say you're you're consciously awake.
1 foot out the bed, like you're like in that.
You're still kind of dreaming, but you know you're like trying to wake up.
Your eyes are open and you can see.
No. That's not necessarily true. I think my eyes are closed. But I picture what I'm like trying to wake up to see, and so because the more you see your room, you know what it looks like. So it is. It like I said, I want to say it's 80% you're awake and like 20% dreaming. So you picture the room around you. My eyes are definitely closed, but but you just can't move. Like your body's not quite ready to wake up yet.
Get out of it.
But the weirdest thing is a lot of fucked up things can happen in that scenario. It could either get like I said, you're still in this dream state, So like something the crazy scariest thing that ever happened was it was in the middle of the night too. I had the sleep paralysis, and all of a sudden I just felt like something was rubbing up against my face, and it was just like, get the fuck out, like just super yelled in my ear. Like some crazy ass sinister movie.
This is when you were a kid?
No, this was while living at this house. That's what I'm saying. This happens like I think that happened 2 or 3 years ago. Luckily, and I haven't really had something crazy like that happen since. But I woke up, and it's the only time, I'm telling you, I was a big pussy about it. I got out of bed, and I sat in the living room just like doing nothing because I couldn't be in my room anymore because I thought like someone was in there like ready to fucking kill me or something. So sleep paralysis, and like people see that too. I think there's like a documentary where our shadowy man with like red eyes. I didn't see that, but I've had something like similar. Shit, Toezy.
Have you been saying your prayers every night?
I've been trying to. I probably should go to church a little more often.
Do you remember the Our Father?
I missed Palm Sunday though. I did miss that. But I also like to think that going to Catholic school for so many years kind of burned this into my brain that there's good and evil, and now that's what I believe in. I believe there's good and evil. Not necessarily believe in everything else, but there's something out there. So who knows what was trying to get into my head then, or it could have just been me, having a crazy ass dream. So dreams are, but then there's happy ones. There's sex dreams. Those are always fun. I'm sure you've had a sex dream or two.
That's my life.
I wake up into a sex dream every day of my life. That's how it is. All right, so I have something a little fun. We did this a while back. I wanted to surprise you with it. Not that it's like too big of a surprise, but I did an episode where we looked through Urban Dictionary.
Oh, I love Urban Dictionary.
So I kind of want to have, it's fun. So it's a little different though this time. Like these are real words. Like people write in this, and these are true definitions because Urban Dictionary doesn't lie. These are It's the new age Twitter. You want your news, you go here.
What I like about Urban Dictionary is that like there's a lot of like Reddit. It's like people downvote stuff they just don't like. But with Urban Dictionary, you will only give a thumbs down if you think it's wrong.
Right.
If it's like even if you don't like the word, and if that's like you think how it's used, it would get a thumbs up. So it's like it seems really accurate, like even more accurate than the Webster's Dictionary.
So hopefully, I'm gonna give you the way we're gonna do this today. I'm gonna give you the definition, and I just want you to come up with your own word, see if you can guess it. Okay. It's gonna be hard. These are really hard. There might be an easy one in there.
When you were upstairs, I was looking at the first one, so
gosh, damn it,
actually,
Toezy.
I didn't see that. I didn't see the definition. I can't even remember what it is.
But you know the word.
Something flame scrolling or something like that.
Okay, well you don't really know. We'll let people at home come up with it first for this first one. Mm-hmm. So obsessively reading social media posts about how utterly fucked we are, and so you have to guess what word.
Reading social media,
scrolling through it about how utterly fucked we are. So these are kind of like the top words right now in Urban Dictionary. So it has to pertain to what we're doing today.
But this is a tough one. I'm thinking like a negative Nancy plus an influencer or something like that.
Well, you got the second part of the word, right?
Scrolling.
So what's the first word?
Hell scrolling.
That's pretty close. So doom scrolling. So everybody, if you got that right, give yourself a pat on the back. I can't give you anything. I don't have money. Oh, here we go. You got it right, everybody.
Hey,
shut the fuck up.
Don't speak unless you're spoken to.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so we'll move on to the next word. Good job if you got that. So this might be a little easier, but I wanted to give you an easy one. I gotta skip the search. So here's the definition: celebrating eating pussy and sucking dick.
Like at the same time?
I'll leave that up to your interpretation.
Celebrating sucking dick and eating pussy. So like, oh man.
So I mean, it's like, I'll give you a hint. It could be on the calendar. That's part of like where you celebrate these things. They can be on the calendar.
I don't like oralation. Celebration.
Well, what happens? So there's like a day for everything,
Holiday.
It's like a holiday.
Holiday.
But United. It's a national. So it's a national holiday. Apparently, I mean, this is real.
A bank. a bank holiday, a spank bank holiday.
So this is a national holiday celebrating eating pussy and sucking dick.
It's what day is it? Is that the joke? Oh, it was June 9th.
No, national. Did you guys get that? National 69 Day. So it's a holiday celebrating eating pussy and sucking dick. So that's pretty cool. And I always like the sentences. It says, "Hey babe, can we 69?" And then she says, "No." And then he says, "But it's National 69 Day."
That's classic. That's
all right.
good.
So I hope you guys are having fun with your partners. This is a fun family game to play at home with the kids. Let's see how I could. So this is fun. And you guys know Florida. Florida has a lot of fun people living there. So blank is the phrase used mainly in South Florida to describe the sexual appeal of a person. Blank is meant in the sense that the person is sexually appealing enough to the person making the statement that at any point in time the person blank meaning sex.
Like it's basically just somebody in Southern Florida that's like, you're hot. Like
so this is a phrase rather than an actual word. So it's 4 different words.
Like put a crock in my gator or something.
That's actually a better better phrase for this definition.
Like you can manatee my red tide.
Wrong. That's the wrong button.
Put the ever in my glades.
Sorry, Toezy.
No.
So here it is. So if everybody's ready at home, it's made. So this is used in South Florida. It's you can get it. You can get it. Hey, what's up? Well, here you go. I don't know if that helps. Hey, what's up, Maria? Hey, Dre. What's up? I just thought I'd let you know you can get it.
You can get it.
That's fun. That's fun for the kids.
That's a good one.
We got 2 more here. Hope you guys are having fun. I hope you're guessing them because we're sure having a lot of fun trying to guess this. Okay, so this pertains to like what's going on. So hopefully that's a little helpful hint for you. Or it's something that has been thoroughly disinfected.
Something that has been thorough, but it's on Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
Something that's been thoroughly disinfected. It's not like a sterile surface.
Yeah, I mean.
Can you give me one of the sentences? Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Country of origin. Without using the word. I drank some coffee. I'm good and blank. Can I have my keys? Honest, I can drive. That's not very helpful. That's actually
clean and sober.
I mean, that's another word. So you actually guess like the second like word for the definition. Well, think more. So what's going on in the world right now?
Coronavirus.
Okay, so maybe that's part of the word. And your thoroughly disinfected surface when you're trying to clean something. What is it called now? When you clean the hell out of it.
Oh man, I don't know. Decontaminated?
You got the first part right. So take out contaminated. What's the big virus?
Decoronized?
Decoronified.
Decoronified.
Boom, boom, boom. Winner, chicken dinner.
That was easy. Too easy. These are all too easy.
All right, I'll give you the last one here, Toezy. You're never going to get this one. This is a fun one. I love saying this word.
Are these all the trending words right now?
They are some of the trending words. Like this next one is This is the May 18th word of the day. So think about what happened on May 18th. I can't remember that far. So if you can, you're God.
Oh yeah.
I love saying this word. I'm not going to give you. Well, hopefully the sentence will help you. Yeah, it's Italian. So I'll give that away. So here we go. A spicy Italian sausage. Tony wants it, but can't have it. That's the definition.
Tony is my name.
So it's a spicy
Italian sausage.
Actually, I mean, if you're Italian, you already know the answer.
Hot Italian sausage.
But it's just a fun word to say. Maybe it's a fun word.
Say it again. The spicy Italian
It's
sausage?
a spicy Italian sausage. Tony wants it, but can't have it. Yeah. What's like some words when you watch a movie with some Italians in it? What are some words you hear that are like fun?
Like Goobaga or
That's pretty close.
Hua.
You're pretty.
Gabagoo.
Whoa! You got it.
Gabagoo?
Gabagool.
Oh, gabagool. Yeah.
I
That's a
told you. I
bunch of
knew you were gonna get.
gabagool. That's a bunch of gabagool, AJ.
You got the gabagool. You get a little pepperoni. You put the little cheese in the
Carmela, fuck!
Tony says, "Who ate all the gabagool?"
Yeah,
The wife
that's
is
like the Sopranos. He's like Tony Soprano's. Like he comes out down in his bathrobe and he opens the fridge. He's like, "Hey, who ate all the gabagool?"
This is probably a line from the movie. No more gabagool for you. The doctor said it's bad for you. I don't know. That was not a good Italian voice. So that was the game I wanted to play with you. I hope you had fun there, Toezy.
Oh yeah, that was my only critique is they were all too easy. Those are just words that I use every day and have been using for the past.
Well, you
20
are
years.
you are the smartest man alive. We know that, Toezy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap it up. What would you like to say to the audience? What?
Those people out there. I mean, if I were you, I would grab that 2x4 over there, and if I were you, I would grab that big shiny railroad tie, and I would try and kill him for keeping you as a prisoner.
Are you trying to start a riot in my basement right now?
Let's kill him!
When you want something real but not too real, here's the deal. There's a time to go inside the show. It's an average show, you should know. Getting ready by, knows what he feels so well with me. And get ready for his deal.